guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. It's gonna be a very simple look because the aim of this video is to just have a chit chat moment with you guys, because there's something here that I just want to get off my chest, something that I feel like is important, something that I feel like I need to share with you guys. So if you are interested to know more, just stay tuned, and yeah, I really hope you enjoy. I'm gonna be doing a very simple makeup look. Like, I'm not gonna go overboard. I am gonna go out later on for movies with my guy, so yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm doing like a simple look. I'm using this palette that I'm using now is the Switch Beauty palette. So the reason why I'm filming this video is that I wanted to talk a bit with you guys about friendships. Like, I'm sure you can see by the title, so I'll be talking about friendships and the kind of friendships we have. Are you a good friend? Basically, are the friends you have, the friends that you think you have, are they really good friends, you know, good for you? So I will be sharing my tips. I think it will be 5 tips, or I don't know, I'll see how many tips, but I think it's like 5 tips that you have a good friend, you know. The first one is that you want to have, or you want to be, the kind of friend that listens, you know. Most friendships fail because we fail to listen to the people that we call our friends, you know. We fail to listen to them, we fail to learn them, we fail to just hear them when they talk to us. Because sometimes a friend, you'll know a friend by what they tell you, you know. If someone says that I don't like this, and you are doing that to them, you're constantly doing this particular thing to them, and they keep telling you that I really don't like it, I don't appreciate it when you are doing this, and you just don't listen, or you keep repeating, it means you can't hear your friend, you can't hear them out. And if you feel that you are unheard, that friendship is not gonna go far, that friendship is not gonna be fair on both of you. So you want a friend who is just going to listen to you, a friend who is just going to hear you when you are talking to them, hear you when you are telling them how you like to be treated, the kind of friendship that you want, and all of that. So that is tip number 1. Be the kind of friend that listens to your friends, hear them when they talk to you, hear them when they tell you about themselves, hear them when they just tell you about everything that they want to achieve. You have to be someone who knows your friend. You have to be someone who really, like, no stranger can come to you and tell you about your friend. You have to know your friend better than any other person. So yeah. Second thing that shows that you are a good friend is if you are the kind of friend who is considerate. Consideration in any friendship, any relationship, is very important. If you're a considerate friend, you are a good friend. Consideration means that something might not necessarily feel bad to you. You might say something to me as your friend, and to you, you just said it, you know, and you don't see anything wrong with it, but I see something wrong with it, and it personally does not sit well with me. Just because you don't think it's wrong does not mean that you must not come to me to apologize, you know. You must come to me and apologize for hurting my feelings, and apologize, meaning be considerate of how I feel. Consider how I feel. Yes, to you it might not be much of a deal, but to me it is, and a good friend takes that to head. A good friend understands that we are not the same, therefore what is a big deal to me might not be a big deal to you, but I am going to hear you out, I am going to consider you, and I'm gonna respect your feelings. So consideration is very important. Consideration also means that you include me when you are making your decisions. For instance, you have a friend and you want to throw a party, right? And now you have a group of friends, and what you decide to do is that you decide to say, guys, I'm throwing my party, and everyone has to contribute 1,000 rands. Now, if you know my situation, you know that, for instance, I'm not working, or I'm going through financial struggles. You can't just make a decision like that without considering me. You can't make a decision like that without saying, how can I help her, or what's the amount that I believe will be okay for her, and am I gonna talk to her first and find out if she can afford this in the absence of everybody. And when I bring the issue to the table, I have already brought it up with her. So it's very important for us to be considerate, generally as human beings, but more so as friends. We need to consider other people. Thing that you want to do in a friendship is to support other people. You can't be a friend and not support your friends. Supporting means that you come to the party. Supporting means that, okay, right now I'm unable to buy you a gift for your whatever that you are throwing, a baby shower or whatever. I'm unable to do that because I am low on cash. However, I am still gonna come to your party. I am still gonna come, and I'm gonna help dish out for people. I'm gonna help with whatever help you need, and gifts can come later. Support means that there is someone who has passed away at your house. I have to be there. I have to be the one person who contacts you on the daily, if you can't contact them daily, because obviously we live a very busy life, but you have to make sure that your friend knows that you are there for them. You have to make sure that a friend knows that they can count on you. Support means that I know you are due for an interview. I have to be that person who just hypes you up. I have to be that person who calls you to find out how did it go. I have to be that person who sort of forwards you motivational messages, who gets tips for you and sends them to you. It's the little things, guys, that matter in friendships. Like, a lot of friends think that making a friendship work requires so much work. It's the little things, like you being able to support me counts, and it just matters so much to the next person. If I am starting something, I'm starting a YouTube channel, for instance, you as my friend has to be the first subscriber, and you have to be the one who is just saying, friend, you can do this, friend, go forward, friend, do this is how you can better it. That is the best kind of friendship, the kind of friendship that that if I want to venture into something, I know that my friend will support me, even if the friend is not really they don't share the same interest. For instance, my friends don't like makeup. My friends are not into a lot of things that I'm into, but they do support. Like, they do make an effort to say that, your friend, I don't really have the time to go through all of these videos, but as soon as I have time, I'm gonna make sure that I go there and I tell my other people, I tell my other friends, I tell my other colleagues that, hey, follow my friend. Those friendships, those type of friendships are really important, and that shows that you are a good friend, because you can think of someone except for yourself. That is very important. Another good trait that you see from someone who we consider as a good friend is the ability to share. This is a sort of something that a lot of people now overlook because of how we are living as people, but I'm telling you that good friendship is the kind of friendship where you are willing to to share. Like if it's lunchtime and we are chilling together and you see me not buying food because maybe I don't have money, but you may not know that, you have to be willing to share. You have to be willing to say, friend, I have extra food, here's food, let's eat. You have to be willing to share, also share knowledge. If you see that I'm struggling with one thing, a certain thing, and you've been through the same thing, I'm struggling maybe with financial education or financial knowledge, how to handle my finances, and you have maybe watched a video, you share that knowledge with your friend because you care about them and you want the best for them. If maybe, and some things, guys, some people go through a lot and some people are not as open as we want them to be. Sometimes you see that your friend is going through something but they don't really want to talk to me about it, but I can see, let's say that I have this friend and this friend is always wearing like this pair of jeans. Like every time we go out, they're always wearing like one pair of shoes, and you can even see that the heels are no longer in a good condition. And I know that I have 10 pairs of shoes and others I'm not even wearing anymore. Why don't I just decide to give, if we are the same size, give my friend one pair of shoes or whatever that I can give them to make their situation a bit better. We have to be willing to share as friends. Those kind of friendships are very beneficial. And yes, I understand that you don't want to spoil people by just handing them everything on a silver platter and just giving and giving and giving, but at the same time, it's just generally good as a person to share with other people who don't have as much as you do. Sharing means that we go out and my financial situation. Yes, right now I can afford to buy this burger, but as a friend, and you can see when somebody's struggling, that things are a bit tough for me. You are able to say, no friend, it's fine, you'll pay next time when you go out. For now, let me just spoil you, let me pay for this burger or whatever. And I'm not talking about, guys, like the kind of friendships that it's those kind of friendships where you just hang out. I'm talking about genuine friendships where you really say that this person is important in your life, you appreciate them, you like them, and all of that. I'm talking about those types of friendships. So be willing to share with them, be willing to sort of gauge from how they are, from what you know about them, that okay, this person cannot be able to achieve, in fact cannot be able to afford this right now, but because I can afford this, I can even afford more. Don't be selfish, be able to share with them. It's very important as a friend. And then another thing, guys, the next tip is that as a friend, be honest. Like, be honest with your friends. There's no friendship that I dislike, like the kind of friendship where you have a group of girls who say they are friends, but at the same time one of them is sort of, I don't know whether to say different, but you can see that one of the friends are not on the same level, in terms of either how they are, how they dress, or how they talk and interact with other people, and generally how they take care of themselves. And I'm not talking about like fancy, I'm saying that all friends should like dress the same. If they are fancy, they should all be fancy, but I'm talking about decency, like where you can see that this person is not really, they don't really take care of themselves, their clothes are not really ironed most of the time, they're just not decent. And you can see that the people that she chills with are pretty decent people and they take care of themselves, and you can see that they never leave the house without just being proper, being prepared, being okay. But you see that these people are friends with the other one, and they're letting the other friend go out like that. If anything, instead of talking to the friend about it, if anything, they just laugh about it behind the friend's back, or they just leave it and let it be. You see other friends that, for instance, all these other friends, they speak well, and this one's language is just weird, like they swear all the time, or whatever the case is, guys. Good etiquette, good behavior. We all know that. And you see that the other friend is just ramping most of the time, but these other friends are just allowing it. They are okay with it. They are not helping the other one become better. They are literally just letting the other one just drown in anything that is negative that they are in. If it's not dressing well, they're okay with the other one going out in public dressed like that, whereas they are prim and proper, they clean up very well, and they are not honest. Honesty is very important, guys. Like, you need to be honest with your friends. If you see me and you see that, okay, because I have a very big body, this skirt does not really cover or sit well on me, it does not really cover all the right places, it's just not a good fit, you have to be honest to me as a friend, because I don't want other people to be laughing at me, whereas you saw me leave the house like this, but then people ended up laughing at me because you just were not honest with me to say that, hey, fix yourself, or do this or do that. So be honest with your friends, and this just speaks to a lot of things, especially now that we are growing, even in terms of careers and whatever. If you see that your friend wants to venture into something that you really don't think is a good deal, be able to be honest with your friend to say that, friend, I know you, and I know that you are not really good with people, so how are you going to own a business like this, where you have to serve people and you have to just provide people with a certain type of service? I don't think this is for you, and not in a bad way, not in a harsh way, in a very good and constructive way. So yeah, guys, I'm back. I just had to go and do my lashes. If you can hear any noise in the background, I apologize for that. My son is watching something. Let me just close that. So yeah, guys, like I'm saying, and the last thing that I really want to sort of point out is that if you are the kind of friend who does not take accountability for your mistakes, then there's definitely a problem there. There are those friends who, it doesn't matter how many times you guys fight or disagree or just have arguments and whatever, they will never take accountability. They can never apologize. They can never say, you know what, I messed up, or I was wrong, I'm sorry. They never do that. So if you are that kind of friend, check yourself. Make sure that when there's something wrong that is happening in the friendship, or you guys are fighting a lot, or you guys have had a fight, check yourself. And if you are in the wrong, apologize. Apologizing is not a bad thing. Apologize and say that, friend, yes, I thought I was right, but I said and I thought about it and I was really wrong, and I'm sorry for how I hurt your feelings. Apologizing to the next person means that you are admitting that you are wrong, you are admitting that you are human, you are admitting that you do make mistakes, that you do falter, that you are not perfect, and you are not always right. Take that accountability and just apologize to your friend. Don't be that friend who is just scared to be human. You are always right. It's either your way or the highway. You never apologize. You're always at the first. You are never the first one to just pick up a phone and say, friend, the way I spoke to you today was wrong. You just need to make sure that you really go out of your way to make sure that you are a good friend. You really go out of your way to make sure that you are good to others. And yeah, let me just go and set this face and fix my hair. Okay guys, I'm back and this is the final look, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed creating it. I just wanted something very cute for tonight, something that is just cute and effortless, and this is just the perfect look. I really hope you enjoyed this mini get ready with me, and you enjoyed this talk that I had with you guys. Just make sure that you just re-listen to this video to just make sure that you are a good friend, to make sure that the people that you call or refer to as friends are really good friends to you. And I'm talking about best friends, I'm talking about ride or die, I'm talking about your nigga, I'm talking about, you know, that kind of person who is just should be in your corner, you know, when you need someone in your corner. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget that if you do want to have a good friend, if you really want a good friend in your life, you need to make sure that you are the good friend. You need to make sure that you are the kind of friend that you would want, you know, for yourself. So just make sure to check yourself even before you go and check on other people, to make sure that you are a good friend to yourself and to others. Don't forget to like, comment down below, and also subscribe if you really liked this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, from me to you, with love. Mwah.